Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the World Parkinson Congress, Exercising Your Way to Barcelona. I'm John, and this is Luke, and we're here to get you motivated. We're going to help you navigate and prepare for travel to the WPC in Barcelona, Spain, July of 2023. So in this video, we're going to have warm-up movements to get you ready to exercise. All right, Luke, why is it important to warm up before we exercise?
Well, at the very least, we're going to decrease injury risk. And what I like to do with my warm-ups is not only just get us ready for the workout and help aid you in having a better workout, moving more efficiently, greater ranges of motion, but I also like to throw in kind of some miscellaneous work into our warm-up, such as posture improvement, mobility improvement, balance work, stuff like that. So the warm-up is kind of going to be a good warm-up mobility, posture, balance routine that I like to do kind of at the beginning. Sometimes you can do some of these movements at the end too. It can be warm-up, cool down, but I really like doing these to prime our body for a workout.
Cool. Okay. Well, there's only one thing I have left to do because I'm kind of like Superman or Clark Kent. I should say Clark Kent getting ready to go into the phone booth. I forgot to put my shirt on, so hang on. All right. Now that I got my WPC 2023 shirt on, I'm ready to go. So let's get started. What do we do first?
Nice. All right. First thing we're going to do, we're going to use a little trick I use to find good posture. I do this in many of my classes. Again, either at the beginning or at the end or both. So what we're going to do first, we're going to bring our arms up above the shoulders. It's a 4-step process. Step 2, we're going to bring the elbows, pinch them back behind your body. Step 3, clock the wrists over the elbows. And last step, bring your elbows towards your back pockets right here. And then relax. And that should have totally opened up your chest, totally pinched the back. So really nice, good posture here. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to do some shoulder rolls. We're going to bring our shoulders back, up, forward, down. Get these shoulders really moving. Our scapula gets really stiff and tight over time. It's meant to protect our internal organs, but it often gets too tight, especially with all the typing and texting and bad posture we're sitting in. And especially with PD, we see a lot of stiffness through this kind of scapular area right here, in this thoracic spine area. Let's reverse direction. We can actually use our breaths to aid in the movement. If you inhale on the way up, you might be able to get a little higher. If you exhale on the way down, you might even be able to get a little bit lower. Let's end with the shoulders back and down. From here, we're going to work the cervical spine a little bit. Let's work that neck. Let's drive the chin forward, tuck the chin back. Head forward, chin back. Think about your ears. Think about your ears coming in front of the body, ears coming back behind the body. We don't want to move our body with this. Our body is fixed, stable, just the head, just that cervical spine. Stick your chin out, tuck your chin. Both of these positions are important to be able to go through a full range of motion. But when we walk around there in our daily life, we want to be in one position primarily for posture, and that is going back. So let's end with our chin tucking back. This is the more important position. So the shoulders back and down is the more important position to set our scapula in, and our cervical spine should be right here. So ears over shoulders over heels. From here, let's go side to side with the neck. Side to side. We see a lot of neck problems with PD. Really stiff, tight neck. Make sure your body is not moving. You're just rotating. Try to get your chin all the way over one shoulder, chin to the other shoulder. Let that nose really rotate side to side. Last one we'll do there for the neck. Let's go up and down. Nose to the sky, chin to your chest. With any of these movements, feel free to hold the stretch at either end. You can come down and hold. You can come up and hold. Let's end back to neutral. Next, we're going to work more of that kind of mid-spine again. we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna walk our hands down one side of the body, then down the other side. If my shoulders are a bucket filled with water, spill water out of one side, spill water out of the other side. We're tilting like a seesaw. One thing I see a lot with my clients and in our Parkinson's classes, what I'll sometimes see is our posture worsens and we bend forward to come down. So I want you to stay totally upright, and it's a total lateral movement like a windshield wiper. If that means you can't go as far, then fine. Just go how far you can go to the side. Each time, get a little further. Feel that nice stretch here. Nice. Next, let's spread our legs nice and wide. Let's do some hip circles. This is one of my favorite. We're stretching and warming up so many different parts, inner, front, back, all these parts of our hip. Our upper legs are really working. And let's reverse direction. Keep on moving around and around and around here. All right, with the wide stance, maybe you're a little more loose, you can go even wider now. Again, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but I'll make sure something's near you in case you're at any fall risk. Don't push yourself to the point where you feel like you're about to lose balance. We always want safety first. But with that said, still slightly, we want to push you outside of your comfort zone. So get a little uncomfortable, a little wide. Again, not quite to a fall risk. We're going to go ahead and take our opposite hand, touch your opposite knee. Left hand to right knee, right hand to left knee. Exhale with each reach. Notice that as I'm going towards my knee, that knee bends, that hip bends. And then it straightens out to push the floor away. Give a nice exhale with each reach. Notice my hip and knee bend, but my back does not. My spine is not rounding. As my hip bends, yes, my spine angle might change, but it's not rounding. For those of us willing, ready, and able, if you want to be a little more advanced, you don't have to. We can start going lower and lower. Work your way down that mid-shin. Let's stand up tall in between each time. Make a triangle with your head. Almost done here. If you're able to get real low, try to get to your pinky toe without rounding the spine. That means we need big hip and knee bend. A lot of quad strength, glute strength, ankle mobility. Ooh, last thing with a wide stance. Let's stand up tall. Let's reach down and through our legs here, up to the sky. Down, up to the sky. Down, up to the sky. All right, to advance this a little bit more, when we go down, let's actually reach through our legs and try to get to the wall behind us. Reach, reach, reach. Come up, not just up, but reach back, back, back. Open up that chest, open up those arms. Exhale with each reach, try to get a little bit further each time. You're only competitive with yourself. You're only trying to get 1 inch further than you did on your last workout or even on your last repetition. Nice, looking great, John. Everyone's crushing it. Let's go ahead, last one. Come on up. And nice. All right, let's bring our feet back to neutral. We just spent over a minute with our legs super wide, so it's just a great hip opener, great stretch, and we were doing some cool active stuff with it. Okay, next one, feet neutral. Let's bring our knees around and around in a circle. Knees around and around. Keep your feet flat on the floor. We work on that ankle mobility. And reverse direction. Good, get those knees working, wobbling around and around and around. All right, let's stand right here neutral. Let's go ahead. Let's roll to our inner foot, roll to the outer foot. Roll on in, roll on out. Roll on in, roll on out. Notice how my knees move. My knees cave in, my knees go out. We really want to spend a lot of time moving our feet around. We need that ankle mobility. It's so important. That's how we connect the floor. The floor's uneven. That's how we move. It's also really good to be on different parts of our foot because we have thousands of sensors on the bottom of our feet They're constant communication with the brain. We know how important that sensory, that the motor sensors are, and how important that communication with the brain is. So, and we're triggering different muscles up the legs. So very important that we do these drills. You can do them barefoot or with shoes. Barefoot, you will get a little bit more feedback from the floor, but either way is totally okay with, totally fine. Let's go ahead. Next one, we're gonna go to our tippy toes, then heels. Again, if you need balance during any of these drills, feel free to grab onto something for balance. The toes, heels, heels. Try to get a little bit higher each time. Try to hold a little longer each time. Again, this warm up is we're getting strengthened now. This is a calf raise, calf exercise. We go here, it's a tibialis anterior exercise. We're working on gait patterns, movement positions, posture, a lot of different stuff here. Ankle mobility. All right, next what we're gonna do is fix our elbows at the side, and let's do nice big elbow circles, or I should say forearm circles right here. It's the elbow where we see that range of motion happening, but it's the forearm that's moving. Let's reverse direction. All right, let's fix our forearm right here, and let's do some wrist circles. And reverse direction. And let's open and close the hand. Look at your hands. Be honest. Are you able to really spread all 5 fingers fully straight and then really squeeze? That's what we're working on right now. Give me nice, huge ranges of motion here if you can. Let's add our jaw to that. Let's open and close the jaw. We know how speech and chewing can be affected. One of the symptoms of PD, again, that's why I throw all this stuff in our warm-up. Let's go ahead, let's bring our lips side to side. Then up and down. Believe it or not, we have a lot of muscle fibers in our face. Those are instructed by the brain to move or to not move. That's why some of the symptoms we see would be they call it like the mask face with Parkinson's, where people don't have emotional facial reactions. Because again, those muscle fibers aren't engaging the way that they naturally should in communication with the brain. So this is all trainable stuff. So we're working on it right here, up and down the lips. All right, we're gonna start cranking this thing up a little bit. Let's go ahead. Let's do opposite palm to opposite knee. We gotta be able to pick our legs up nice and high. A few tips on getting your leg higher. Point that front toe up to the sky rather than it kind of sitting limp. Point it up and focus on that strong, stiff, stable leg, driving, putting force through the floor. The more stability your body subconsciously reads from the down leg, the more your other limbs are going to be able to move freely and powerfully. Once you feel unstable here, your other systems automatically start to shut down. We also want that impact. We know that's good for the brain. So give a nice little punch right here. Give a nice little pop and give a nice little punch through the ground. Our brain not only sends signals, but it receives signals. So again, this is another good way to kind of trigger the brain and get the motor skills kind of working again. Ready? Let's go ahead and let's do our butt kicks right here. Let's give a good knee bend. My heel goes back and loops up towards my butt. If I'm able to, I'm going to reach back and touch the heel. You don't have to, but if you want to advance this, you can reach up with your free hand, get more joints moving, more muscles involved. Get the brain multitasking a little bit. Nice, looking great here. Steady breathing. Give a nice little power exhale with each reach. Awesome. Next, we're going to do our stiff-legged walk. Walking in place. Again, if you have some extra space, you could even do that. You can actually walk forward and back a little if you want to, but we're just going to do this in place. We're going to go ahead and stiff leg right now walk. Your opposite hand reaches towards that opposite toe. My left hand reaches towards my right toe, right towards my left, almost like the Frankenstein walk. We're kicking that leg out nice and far straight. Notice my arms, they point towards opposite walls. As I do more reps, I should be able to get bigger arms. I'm trying to get my arms almost parallel to the ground and my leg almost parallel to the ground. Big arms, big legs. Looking great here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some body weight squats. Heels under the shoulders, toes slightly out. Let's sit on down, stand on up. Like I said, this is not supposed to be easy. This is part, like I said, there's no black and white line between the warm up and the workout. This is a workout for many people right here. You should have the heart rate up, get a lot of muscle engagement. And we just slowly, our warm up starts getting more and more difficult until before you know it, we're already right into our workout. All right, last thing we'll do for this series, let's go ahead, let's do big marches. Big marches, we're marching again. This time, instead of the palm hitting, it's gonna come up. When my left knee comes up, my right hand comes up. When my right knee comes up, my left hand comes up. I want everyone's front hand to go above their head. Punch the sky. Try to touch your ceiling, get those hands way up. Everyone's back hand way behind their body. Try to get your hands to the wall behind you. Pretend there's water on your fingers and you're swiping, you're flicking water. Flick water. That's what they teach sprinters. Usain Bolt works on these drills. Sprinters do these marches every day. They find their position, and then they drive through the floor like a hammer and nail. For the last 10 seconds, you don't have to. If you want to advance this, you can turn this into a skip. Punch the ground so hard that your body bounces off the ground. We got 5, 4 big marches or skips if you're doing the skips. We got 3, 2, and 1. That was great stuff. We should have the heart rate up now, blood flowing. We took all of our major joints, or most of our major joints, through a nice full range of motion. So we got some stretch, some active stretching, aka mobility, a little bit of strength, a lot of balance, a lot of stability. And we're going to end with one super advanced move that I don't expect everyone to be able to do. So if you want to just watch this and try certain parts of it, you're able to. But this one is really nice because I try to do this every single day of my life, and it's kind of a shortened version to make sure you've stretched all the muscles that need mobility and you've strengthened all the muscles that need stability, your core. And I've taken parts of it from yoga, and a lot of people call this the world's greatest stretch. It's so many things at once. So we're gonna run through this quick routine that I really like. We're gonna start with feet shoulder width apart. I'm over here because I'm gonna walk my way out. So feet shoulder width apart. What we're gonna do right here, we're gonna walk out into push-up position. So this is this part is exercise right here. This is walking out, shoulder strength right here. Let's make sure I'm still on the camera. Am I looking good? All right. Full body right here, head to toe. Notice it's a straight line from my heels to my head. No head sinking, no hip sinking. I'm making it strong, stiff, and stable. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one foot all the way up as close as I can to coming right outside my hand. You can't come up that high. That's okay. Bring it up to here. But if you can get all the way up, this alone is a great stretch. I'm stretching here, stretching my hip flexor on my other side, spreading my legs nice and far. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to reach up to the sky with the hand near the up leg. So the leg that just moved, that's going to take place in my hand on the ground, and that hand's going to come up to the sky. So hand over my other hand, they should be in a straight line. Look to your up hand, get a nice stretch. Come on back down, and we're going to reach through our legs this way. Reach through this way. Let me show you a different angle. We're going to reach right through. Then I'm going to reach back up. We're doing a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 going up, because frankly, that's a more important area of stretch. Opening up, we're going to come back down here, walk your way back, own that plank position, hold it for a moment. This is an exercise, by the way. This is very difficult. Other leg up, hand outside, leg outside of the hand. They should all be in a line, hand, hand, leg. Then again, my same hand that's closest to the up leg is going to reach up to the sky. Look at that hand. You want your hand directly over your shoulder, over your other shoulder, over your other hand. Straight vertical line. Back on down. Reach all the way through towards that wall. One more time. Reach all the way up. Exhale each position. Come back down to the push-up position. Bring your foot back. Own that plank. We're going to end with a quick yoga part. I'm going to do a little chaturanga, bring my chest to the floor and scoop up. Open up your head to the sky right here. Steady breathing. Then we're gonna go with some downward dog. Bring your butt up to the sky. Trying to bring your chest towards your knees. Make it a steep, steep triangle. Steady breathing. And then whenever you're ready, you can walk your feet in. Inhale your way on up. Whew. That is a very advanced, very challenging movement. That stand alone is a good couple minutes to really mobilize all the major joints and its strength too, its core, its shoulders. I try to either start and or end every single one of my workouts with that. It's a really good quick routine to do. So.
Well, perfect. That was great. And just remind everybody, check with your doctor or physical therapist to make sure that you're ready to go with this stuff. And also, it wouldn't be a bad idea before you start exercising, which we're all now warmed up, but make sure before you start exercising, get hydrated, eat a little snack, get some energy back into yourself. But I'm all warmed up. Luke, are you warmed up?
Yeah, I'm dripping sweat here, so ready to rock.
So look forward to our next video, and that'll be for getting prepared to travel to Barcelona. So thanks, Luke, for the job. I appreciate it. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody on the next video.
Heck yeah. Good
Take care.
stuff.